Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Shrek, or the ShPTK TVP. It's a Tier 8 Czech premium tank destroyer. It's located on the north spawn of Mines, and this one is under the command of CIENOBUCHxD of the KNAGA clan. And he's a regular on What Arty Noobs. He sent us quite a few, and this replay, I'm pretty sure you're all going to enjoy it. Game on! Well, it sounds like he's got skill as his commander, and that's very apt considering this battle. Now, this is a fast tank destroyer with a fairly quick reload, 55 kilometers an hour maximum speed. It's got a 100mm main gun, capable of 250 alpha and 270mm of pen with standard ammo with heat rounds 330, but he's not carrying any at all. And it looks like the enemy got onto the hill whilst I was looking at the vehicle. Okay, who's he going to see around the corner? Batchat and an AMX. He rams the Batchat to get him out of the way and kills the AMX. Lovely. So he's got his first kill. And the enemy Arty tried to get him as well, but he did take damage to the gun. And he's fixed that straight away because this gun does rely on its accuracy and its aim time. Now the enemy Arty's a FP304, and that's why that shell came in so accurately but missed him. Okay, now what's he going to see out here? There's a Polish Rudy. Gets a high roll into him. Or is it an average? It's an average roll. That's a high roll. Can we get another shot? The T150 below us. There's Rudy. So he's got his second kill. And that T150, that's a thin gun. I think that might be the 85mm. See if he can get around in on top. Yep, he gets the turret. Can he get another one in? Yep, he gets another one in. And we blocked the shot that came from the T150, but we too take one back. And the FP304 tries to nail us, but fails. Now, he's got 2 marks of excellence, CIENOBUCH, so he really does know how to handle this tank destroyer. So he must have a lot of games. But it is actually a very OP tank destroyer. Very narrow, but very little on the way of armour. 65mm at the front is the best we've got. At the sides, it's only 40mm and the same at the rear. It does have a turret that turns all the way round, but it's only got 6 degrees of gun deflection, so it's not really a ridgeline warrior at all. It was actually originally designed as a light armoured support vehicle. Well, he's not finding any targets there, and the AMX 1375 was hanging over the edge. There's the Burt. He's over in that corner. Just saw the tracer coming up from there. He's using the HE rounds because, of course, he's not carrying anything else other than AP and HE. The HE rounds, by the way, are 400 alpha, 420 and 100mm of armour. In fact, that's one of the reasons why this tank destroyer is so good, because it can use the HE rounds and still pen enemy tanks. Oh, and the Burt wants to get his own back. In fact, that shell wasn't aimed at us, it was aimed at one of our teammates, the SU-152, who's right up against the edge of the map. Okay, we know that this area of the map has been sanitized, so it's just those tanks holding back the enemy, which is right down at the bottom of the cliff. Okay, having a look, there's a Skoda who's seen on the lower part of the hill. In fact, he's still being spotted. That's the Skoda T56, the double shot heavy tank. Striv M4257 takes first round. Oh, that was a good one as well. 404 hit points. That was for the HE, of course. And that's a high roll. There's an IS-2 shielded somewhere down there. He knows that because you can see it on the minimap. There he is. Pumps an AP round in. Gets a high roll for 279. We just lost our SU-100 to that guy. So we get another pen. And he just got hit by the Arty. So he's nice and stunned, and we got a small fire. We've got another hit with a low roll. Can we get the second? Nope, snatch that one. And he just fired, so we can now finish him off. Good shot. Now, we're one tank up on the enemy. We were 2 tanks at one point, it was 7-5, but now it's gone to 10-10. So things are not looking so great. And in fact, we've now lost another one, so it's 4-5. Doesn't help that they've still got their best tank, this Skoda T56. And oh dear, this is not looking good. There's only 3 left on his team now, one of which is the Arty, which is the AMX-13 F3. He's a bit of a novice, and a Type 58 over the other side of the hill. And he's facing a turtle at the moment. He's backing away from the turtle, and he's taking hits. Oh, and now it's just us and the Arty. And oh my god, I can't believe this. We've just lost the Arty. The AMX-13 got taken out by the Skoda T56, which means now it's 1 versus 5. But CIENOBUCH is a very good player, so this should be fun. Now, he's actually keyed up the HE, but he's still with the AP at the moment. Now, if the enemy all runs towards the cap at the same time and they all get in there, then it'll be very difficult for us to win. But there's the FV304. First round goes in and kills him outright. That was an HE round. So if the enemy caps now, it's going to make us a quick dash right over the center of the map to try and get resets. If I was the enemy right now, as I said, get into the cap and start capping, force him to come back. He's looking for as if the enemy is going to come back, and then one of them's in the cap. So it looks like somebody up there has a brain. Now 2 of them are in the cap. So we can't muck around now. We have to get to the cap as quickly as we can by the most direct route. And it looks like he's not doing that. He's actually going around the houses. He really doesn't have much time. You can see it's only 25 seconds left, and he has to get a reset in that time. The good thing is he does have plenty of HE rounds, and they're very good at resetting. With that 400 alpha, he only needs to get a shell near the enemy. Oh, and somebody in the enemy cap's not thinking, because they've left the cap and they've now given us more time to get there and get the reset. Okay, so he's got the HE, which will allow him to demolish anything that's in the way, so he can see who's in the cap. But you notice something on his view range. His view range, or the rings, are actually showing him on the mini-map that he really isn't close enough to spot whoever's in there, because they might have good camo. Camo is still effective in any sort of tank if it does hide you from the enemy. And it appears in this one that the enemy is being hit. There he is! It's a Skoda! Fires his first one in. He gets an AP round into the Skoda. So he's got a full reset. But there's still 4 enemy tanks. Tries to get the Skoda with another hit. And he's probably feeling a bit out in the open here, because of course if somebody's on the hill, they'll easily be able to come straight up to this end and put shots into him. There's the Skoda. He's got the trees in his favour. 1 in. He gets another reset. He's still a 2-shot to win the game. To take him out, rather. Go for it. Yes! That is a good kill, because that's the most dangerous enemy in the game. Oh, somebody's firing at him. And it's the Skoda T17, and he's finished him off with 1 shot. So now it's 1 versus 2. Now this is a little more interesting, because the 2 happen to be a Cromwell and a Turtle 1. We've got a Radley Walters as well, which is another major bonus. Okay, so somebody's gone into the cap. And the question is, which one? Can't see them from that angle. They've also come out of the cap now. They have a general idea where we are. And it's the Cromwell. The Cromwell was in the cap. And we just took a round in the tracks from the Turtle, who was right next door to the hill. I think he came down off the hill to try and get us, but we killed the Cromwell with a snapshot back at him. So now it's 1-on-1 against the Turtle. And I think I know who I put my money on. because turtles are fairly slow, and of course the gun is fixed at the front, whereas this thing can actually shoot to its side, as he's proving right now. So yes, the turtle's trying to rely on his alpha, which is quite high, and we don't have a full load. Well, we've only got 714 hit points. Ow, and we just got clobbered, so now we need to move. We need to get around him whilst he's reloading. We took another hit from him. Now, we need to track him. That's it. And this is for the game. Yeah! What a brilliant game. And that's a Pools medal for CIENOBUCH. What an absolutely fabulous game for CIENOBUCH in the Shrek. That was an ace tanker game, wouldn't expect anything less. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 19 out of that one. And he got a Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks, or more. In this case, a lot more. And on top of that, he picked up a Pools medal for killing 10 enemy tanks. It was 10 exactly. He also got the Kolobanov medal, the one that everyone would like to get, for standing alone against at least 5 enemy tanks and winning, as well as a high caliber for getting the highest damage in the game, a top gun for getting at least 6 kills, and he got a defender as well for resetting the cap. He reset it several times actually to get at least 70 defense points of the cap. His win rate from this one, 24,657. You'd be hard-pressed to find another Shrek game as high as that on the win rate, but this was a very good one. It's such a good game that when you have to look at how many tanks he hit, you have to scroll the bar to see all of them. He certainly did hit a lot of enemies. In fact, you can see that he actually hit 2 more tanks than he actually killed in that game. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, definitely got the highest damage. The Shrek managed to get 6,958 hit points. Second highest damage was the Turtle, who managed 4,779. And third place was the Skoda T56, who managed 3,072. When it came to kills, obviously CIENOBUCH won that one. 10 kills for him. 2/3 of the enemy team were wiped out by him. The second highest was the Skoda T56. He got 5 kills out of our team, so that's 1/3 of our team. And the Turtle killed 4 of our team. In fact, they were the high scorers on the enemy team. And, well, they almost killed 2/3 of our team between them. And when it came to base XP, well, you don't often see this, but he's actually not over 1,000 XP. He got over 2,000 base XP, 2,088 to be precise. So he's more than mastered this vehicle. He's actually wiped the floor with the entire enemy team. He carried his team on his back and won the game for them. The second best player on his team was the AMX 1375, who got a Confederate and 1,619 hit points of damage, which is rather sweet. But that's such a small amount compared to the massive amount that CIENOBUCH did in his Shrek. Okay, so when it came to base XP, we can see the second highest in that game was in fact the Turtle 1 with 990, followed by the AMX 1375 with 975. So you can see that that Turtle did incredibly well. But, of course, he was facing somebody who was much better in a tank destroyer. Let's have a look at detail. He fired 40 rounds. Now, this vehicle carries 66, but you saw he used absolutely no premium ammo in that game. He completely avoided the premium ammo. And I'm wondering if a certain content creator who actually does have a player called Premium Ammo Avoider is actually going to look at this replay and go, oh, I must do this one for his channel. I really do hope that Klaus has a look at it, because it's a very good game. He got 30 direct hits on the enemy, 26 penetrations, and 2 splash. 6,958 hit points of damage, of which 1,309 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see a lot of the damage was done at close range. 9 hits received, only 4 of which actually penetrated, and 4 non-penetrations, and 2 hits by way of splash from the enemy Arty. 720 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 12 enemy vehicles damaged, and 10 killed, and he did 133 hit points of damage assistance, got 100 defense points in to reset the cap, and he earned a profit of 139,533 credits to the game and 3,445 experience points. You would be hard-pressed to find a better battle than this one. And I was so surprised when it came in yesterday. Yesterday evening, he sent it in to me, and I thought, wow, yes, we've got to feature this one as the very next replay that appears on the channel, because really, I am jealous of some of our top players who actually send in these replays. They are featured by other content creators because they see these battles and they know how good they are. I'm so pleased that we can do this one quickly for CIENOBUCH, because he's been a loyal follower of our channel for a long time. And he's not the only one. Seekerbane Samaj has some really good replays to show us as well, and I am going to get round to those in the next couple of days. So he actually also sent me in some more details about him, because he's been in the game a very long time, right from the alpha version of the game. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.